Francis was on Ariel Helwani's show earlier today, and it did not go very well. And we're going to watch some of the clips from that interview today. My name is James Lynch. Let's get into the first big topic from this interview, which was, if you remember a few weeks back, Dana White was on Flagrant with Andrew Schultz and told that story about how Francis assaulted him in his office back when he was under UFC contract. And this was the response that Francis gave Ariel Helwani when he was asked about this. And I don't think he gave a very good answer. He also didn't really deny it. So let's go have a look. Francis talking to Ariel Helwani about this. Let's go have a look.
Can I ask you point blank, did you ever put your hands on him?
On Dana White?
Yeah.
Well, then he must be the only person that I ever put my hand on.
He doesn't say no. Just say no. He doesn't say no. And watch, you think maybe he'll say no here? He doesn't. Spoiler alert.
Well, he said you did it with him and Hunter Campbell, where you grabbed his collar.
In his office, that's what he said, right?
Correct.
Well, I'm sure he has a lot of camera there.
So you would invite him to, hey, show the proof?
I'm not inviting him to do anything. I'm not in court.
No, I know. But you know, Francis, he's on a podcast. He's saying, hey, this guy's a bad guy. He put his hand on me.
So this guy's not a good fucking guy. He's a bad guy. The conversation's over. I'm starting to leave. And he grabs me by my shirt, pushes me back in my office. And I said, dude, get your fucking hands off me. Then my guy Hunter started to walk away. Francis grabbed him by the back of his collar and pulled him back.
That paints a picture of an ugly scene. And so if someone said that about me, I would feel probably the need to defend myself. I didn't touch you. What are you talking about? You're trying to assassinate my character or something. And so that's why I was curious what your take on it was.
Well, if every time that somebody says something about you, then you have to do that, then it's going to be tough. As I said, over time, I just get tired of those stuff. I really saw that and scroll and move.
Okay.
I get past it. I wasn't even, I mean, I should be thinking that you're going to ask me that, obviously, but I'm long gone from that.
Okay.
You know, I kind of at some point feel very ignoring to just have to be responsible of what people say. If Dana say this, then I'm out here gonna basically defend myself of what Dana said or whomever. If he's in peace with, it's okay.
One might say that he's trying to hurt your character, right? These aren't nice things to say about someone, if not true.
Again, why am I not surprised?
Right. So you don't want to address any of it.
No, I don't find it.
Anyways, this kind of continues on. And shout out to Happy Punch. They did a great job putting the Dana story in this clip and giving context with everything. Listen, I know Ariel's trying to get more information out. Just ask him point blank, did you do it or not? He doesn't answer the question. And it sounds like he did do it. That's how I'm taking this. And you know what? He's like, Francis goes on about how I don't have to defend my character, all these different things. All you have to do is say, I didn't do it. Move on. That's all he had to say. If you didn't do something, hey, I didn't do it. Move on. There we go. But it sounds like he did do it. So yeah, like this, and again, this happened weeks ago, and this is what you could come up with, was saying that, well, is there video cameras? You know, I can't defend what other people say. Just say you didn't do it, which obviously he did. So anyways, Francis not looking good here. So that's the first part of this whole thing, which again, he's not really denying it. And yeah, a lot of people are queuing in the comments here. He's guilty. Like, I'm not alone on this. And I think most people watching this would feel the same way. A lot of people know that he did this. Here's the other part of this, which is just crazy. Francis has said his PFL contract will end before the UFC White House event. He wants Jon Jones. Like, you just basically admitted to assaulting your own boss to some degree, admission by not denying it. And now he thinks that he's going to come back to the UFC. That's never going to happen. Anyways, here's what you have to say here. This is crazy.
I'm getting very close with on the PFL contract, so they have to give me a fight.
Okay, when you say close, what do you mean by that? Close to the end?
Yep.
Okay. When is that?
Soon.
You talked about wanting to fight Jon Jones at the White House.
Yeah, I mean, yes, if that could have happened.
Right. Would your PFL contract end before that event happens so that it would work out to where you could explore that?
Yes.
Oh my dear. This is interesting stuff, Francis. But he might not get that fight. It seems like they're mad at him. Because now he wants to fight on the White House card, but Dana White said he doesn't trust him to be on the White House card, so he's not going to put him on there.
I don't know. I think the White House card is the far away. A lot of things can happen.
I think what's interesting is you could be a free man again.
Yeah. Okay. I will be soon.
If it was up to you, the opponent, the sport, the month, the location, can you tell us what you want?
Two things. I would say two things. I would say Jon Jones and Deontay Wilder.
Do you feel confident that that can happen next year?
Confident? No. But there's a chance that
he's not confident, but that's what
So
he'd
true
like.
or false, in the year 2026, Francis Ngannou versus Jon Jones happens?
True or false?
Yeah, that's the question for you. That's you tell me true or false.
I don't have hand on it.
You don't, okay.
So I'm not a decision maker.
Would you be open to going back to the UFC if they're interested? Would you be open to talking to them?
I don't know. Wait until it's over.
Okay,
then
okay.
we'll see.
Okay.
So he doesn't even know if he wants to come back. And like, he's just saying, yeah, I want to fight Jon Jones at the White House. But he's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to come back. Like, where is this going to happen? He thinks that Jon Jones is going to fight him in a separate promotion. Like, Jon Jones is under UFC contract too. He can't just go and do whatever he wants. Like, this just didn't help his case at all. Again, like, he just talked in the last clip about he didn't deny assaulting his boss. There's no like, and let's say he did do it, right? Let's say, you know what? I lost my cool. It's not good, but I'm a changed man. Like, he could have said that, but he doesn't say any of that. It's like he's pretending like you can just assault your boss, allegedly, I should say. And then now he wants to get back in and fight Jon Jones at the White House. Like, I don't know, man. And he wants to fight Wilder. Is that even like an option right now? I don't know. But yeah, this did not help Francis at all doing this interview, in my opinion. I think people came away believing Dana White. And listen, I did that video a couple months ago when the Dana White thing happened. I mentioned how there were multiple people talking about Francis's behavior while he was in the UFC, and people still came to his defense and said Dana's a known liar. And listen, Dana White, has stretched the truth a number of times. I understand that, but he was very specific in that story. And then, like I mentioned in that other video, there's another person that chimed in and that didn't even have any any reason to go to bat for Dana, and basically, said a similar story that he was kind of a bully. So yeah, this is, I mean, I don't know if Francis is, I'm sure someone will pay him to fight, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't think, like, if I was a betting man, I'll answer Ariel's question for him. For Francis, false. He's not going to fight in the UFC. I think he burned a bridge very badly with the UFC. And I think even if they could make the Jon Jones, and then think about the fact that they don't even trust Jon Jones, I don't think that fight's happening either. And if you look at the responses here, it's more likely we'll see Conor back than Francis. I agree. Jon Jones will duck. Not going to happen. Like, I'm not alone here. So, and the last video I did, I was talking about Francis having a manager. I don't think he has that manager anymore. My understanding, he's parted ways. So it's pretty obvious he doesn't have anyone in his corner advising him on how to do interviews and just like any sort of PR here. Cause I don't know, I'm watching these two clips. And again, I would encourage everyone to watch the full interview. I don't think anything was taken out of context, really. It's not a good look. Like, I just don't like, this just seems like listen, Francis, as far as the fighter goes, amazing fighter, one of the most notable heavyweights to ever be in the UFC. I've seen him fight live a couple times. Very entertaining guy, but man, like, as far as like outside the cage, he's doing himself no favors. So yeah, I think Francis did not come across very well in this interview, and who knows what his future is after this segment here with Ariel Helwani. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. What did you make of this whole interview? Have you guys watched the whole thing? Let me know your thoughts. Where do you think Francis will fight, or do you think he's done? Do you think he won't fight again? Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this entire thing. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, @Lynch on Sports. My name is James Lynch. Appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you next time.